All right, this is hilarious. First of all, I'm very excited that two political candidates are focusing on the hospitality industry and wanting to relieve taxation on tips. I'm all for it. Okay? But I want to call out the media here. All right, so here are two Twitter feeds in the same account, CBS News. So back in June, Trump came up with this concept of getting rid of taxation on the hospitality industry when it comes to tips. Here's a tweet, CBS Evening News, okay? It reads as follows. Former President Donald Trump's vow to stop tips would cost the federal government up to $250 billion over 10 years, according to a nonpartisan watch group. Before I go into that, let's jump to just last week. Okay, August 12th. Same exact news outlet, CBS Twitter. Vice President Kamala Harris is rolling out a new policy position, saying she'll fight to end taxes on tips for services to the hospitality workers. Gang, listen, you just gotta be real. This is insane what the media is feeding people. Back to this one. Former President Donald Trump's vow to stop taxing tips would cost the federal government $250 billion. So it's a negative policy when Trump does it. It's at best neutral when Kamala does it, and or a positive. First of all, I'm very excited that these two are competing, again, for our industry. They're competing to win 11 million employees' votes, which is awesome. And politics is supposed to compete against each other in order to win our vote, because they work for us. So come at us, Kamala. You got an idea, bring it to the table. You want to copy Trump? Say, I like Trump's idea, but I see his relief of taxation on tips, and I raise him. What? What are you raising? You're just going to duplicate him? So just because it's literally the same policy in a different dress, we're going to vote for this? And half the country will. I'm convinced if Donald Trump had the Fountain of Youth bottled and trademarked, half the country would not vote for him. I'm sorry, half the country would not partake in Donald Trump's Fountain of Youth, even though people are diving in the water and coming out 20 years younger. Half the country, I don't want it, it's Donald Trump. People, I mean, are you that crazy? Donald Trump. So, here's Ben Shapiro's point of view on it. Ben called this to the table, and so let's just pass it over. Watch the Ben Shapiro video, and then we'll be back.
Harris's spokeswoman, Adrienne Elrod, she was asked about why she won't answer any questions. She's like, don't worry, she's putting forth her own agenda. Like, no taxes on tips. I mean, even in this line, she's lying. It's not her agenda. It's Donald Trump's agenda, and she's stealing it.
She certainly, again, has many parts of President Biden's agenda that she helped pass, that she supports, but she's also going to be putting forward her own agenda. And that's something you heard her talk about when she talked about no taxes on tips in Nevada earlier this week.
There you go. A politician copying her competitor's policies 2 months after he came out with it. Come on, what else you got? What else you got? You don't have any primary votes, so do you have anything else in that back pocket of yours to get our votes? What else do you have for the hospitality industry?